Hi, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of How to Start a Skincare Business. This is our episode 5, product development. I'm so excited to this kind of is the intro to the next video, which I don't want to give it away, but I don't even think. I know that you guys are going to be super duper 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 excited for it. Give me a minute to put it together because I'm trying to have a balance between work and personal, you know what I'm saying? But episode 6, you guys are going to be super excited about. It's crazy because I'm talking about this is supposed to be episode 5 and I'm excited for episode 6 and 7. But episode 5 is product development, okay? So, with your business plan, you should already know what products you want to offer, okay? You should already know the product you want to offer or the products you want to offer. And you may even already have products already made and things like that. So that's perfectly fine. If you guys you don't have to follow this series in order. You can do it however you want. I honestly feel like the more, if you are going to formulate your own product, the longer you're formulating and, learning from your mistakes and fixing things here and there, the better the product is going to be. And even after you launch your product, you're always able to change it. You're always able to update it and things like that. Even when I started Buttah with the body butters, I had another butter, which is coconut butter, and I took it out of the product because I'm like, I don't even use a lot of this, and mango butter is good enough. It's similar to mango butter, but a little bit harder than mango butter, and I was like, it's perfectly fine. I only use a little bit of it, so if I just took it out, nobody would miss it. I mean, people did ask me about it when I updated my labels, but it wasn't a lot of people asking me oh, why did you take this product out? Things like that. But for the most part, I felt like coconut butter, mango butter, they're both the same. Well, they're not the same, but as far as quality wise, the reason why I was using the coconut butter in the product was to harden the body butters up a little bit, which y'all, it wasn't even necessary for me to do all of that. So, but like I said, you guys, it's perfectly fine to already have your product before you even get the LLC, have a label, branding, all of that good stuff, because it's perfectly fine to get feedback on your product. The more feedback you have, the more testimonials, before and after pictures, the more reviews and things like that. That's what you want to use when you're launching your product. You know what I'm saying? You already want to have those reviews. You already want people to be already using those products before you actually launch your product. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you're launching a product and people have already used it, people are going to come to your page and be like, dang, I missed out. The launch already happened or something. Why are people already reviewing this? Have y'all ever, I've been sent PR before, and this is kind of stupid of me because I'm like, oh, maybe this is a new product that they're dropping or something. And I go to their website and they got lots and lots of reviews already, on the products. I'm like, oh, this is not a new product. This is something that's already been out. They just want more eyes on their product. So things like that. Even I think I have seen brands do that. They already, get reviews and testimonials on products, and then you go to the website and they already have reviews for it. I think that happened with Beyonce's Sacred hair care line. There was already reviews on the website. People had already tried the product before it had officially launched to the world. This is a great time to learn how to formulate if you want to be a formulator. That's another one of my hats that I wear. I am a formulator. I love formulating products. I created my own body cream products. I created the body butters. I created the body oils, the body scrubs. I've literally picked out and customized every product and picked out every ingredient that I wanted to have in that product. There is not a product that I have that's I'm not very strategic about what I'm, welcoming into my brand. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. Like I said, if you're going to formulate it's a great idea. It just takes a lot of work, and you have to think long term when you come to formulating. Okay, when it comes to formulating your own products and selling them, that could be a bit overwhelming in the long run. Like right now, kind of took a pause for my business because I'm just like overwhelmed with just having so many different tasks to do within my business. So when I do make products, like I like to make one thing and make a bunch of it. So currently I'm scaling back because I have too many scents, too many products to make, mainly too many scents to make. Like as far as the products, I have body creams, body oils, body butters, body scrubs, sometimes body mist, and sometimes body wash, right? But imagine having 12 to 20 cents. That's just way too much for me, right? So I've scaled back to our most popular scents, like Cloud9, Buttery Vanilla, She's All That. Like things that people are like constantly buying and keeping out of stock is things that I want to focus on for my business. Because I'm just not liking to make products anymore. I don't like making products anymore. Honestly, I do, but I don't. It just all depends. If I could just make a big batch of something, I'm cool with it, you know what I'm saying? But if I have to make a bunch of scents in it and things like that, then I'm like, oh my God, this is so tiring. Then, have to turn around and clean up. Then I have to turn around and pack the orders. Like, it just becomes a little bit too much. So that's something that I'm just being transparent about. That's something that you guys have to think about when it comes to formulating your own products. Like I said before, when I started this series, I was letting you guys know that you can get rich off of one product, literally. So just take advantage of that. Like, you don't need a bunch of stuff. That's where collaboration comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because your customers tell you, like, oh, you need body oils, you need this for your business. Can you make this? Can you do that? Like, no, do what's in, like, your capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do what's in your capacity. Like, if you only want to sell body butters and that's what your brand is known for, then that's what you can do. Like, you could just sell body butters. Like, I know people that only sell like turmeric soap. Like, that's literally like the only thing that they sell, right? So that's something that you guys have to think about long term, like as far as like formulating for yourselves. You could also hire a company to formulate for you. Say for instance, you like my body butters and you want to formulate it just like mine. You can take my body butter, and I'm just being transparent and honest. You can take any product and take it to a manufacturing company and tell them like, hey, I like this product. I like these ingredients. Can you make it just like this? You know what I'm saying? They might not know the exact ingredients or as far as like the exact percentages, but they can take the same ingredients and make it feel the same, look the same, all of that good stuff. So that is another option that you guys can do. You know, take your ideas to a manufacturer and let them know like, hey, I like the quality and texture and consistency of this product. So could you guys replicate this and use this ingredient, that ingredient, and this? So that's another option. That's another thing that I kind of been on the fence about when it comes to Obetta. Like, it would just be easier for somebody to do the labels, to make the products and just ship it over to me, and maybe we could find somebody to like pack the orders and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that I've been thinking about as of lately. Regardless of your choice, you have options on things that you could do. Like, I know some people that are in my position where they're like creating and making products. They formulated their own products and things like that. Now they're using a manufacturing company because the capacity at what their business is at is just too much for them to handle. So like I said, you guys, you have options, you have choices. I know this could be a little bit overwhelming. You're like, oh my God, like I really didn't think that, a skincare business was all of this. But I'm making this series for you guys so that I can be transparent about my journey and help you along your journey, just to give you things to think about along the way, and just like really like have you sit down and really think like, what do you want to do? Because when I started my business, I had no idea that butter was going to be as big as it was. I was just like, I just want to make body butters. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make body butters. I want to make scrubs. I want to make lip glosses. But I didn't think like my business would reach like 20,000 followers and people would just like oh, I need this product. I gotta have this product. Every time this product in stock, I gotta buy 10 of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think that my business was gonna be like that. I didn't think like, oh, when I started my business, I was gonna be making more at my 9 to 5 doing my business. So there's things like that you guys got to think about, think big. Like, I know a lot of times we think small, but you got to think big, and just go for it. Like, just reach for the moon, but just know, like, baby steps. You got to take baby steps to get there. But just think bigger. Like, when I started, like I said, I had no business plan. I was just going with the vibes, like just peeping the scenery, and then things just worked out for me. And you could do that as well. Like, start small, peep the scenery. If people like your product, they like your brand, then you can go for it. Like, just shoot for the moon and stars. But just think about it. Like, when you're formulating, like, that could be a lot. It could be overwhelming. For me, time is everything for me. Okay. Like, time is very valuable for me. So I don't ever want to be like tied down to my business where it's like that's the only thing that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have fun. I want to be able to go outside. I want to be able to, enjoy my friends and family and things like that, and not have to worry about like, oh, I got to get these orders out. I got this going on. I got that going on, and things like that. So just think about that. Like, use a manufacturing company, use a wholesale company. I have a wholesale private label business as well that's partnered with ohbuttah, that I make the products as well when I'm doing that. That's why I'm just so like all over the place. But there's wholesale businesses, private labels, there's manufacturers. You can formulate your own products and things like that. So that is just something to think about, you guys. But when it comes to like using a manufacturer or private label or anything like that, you guys have to be mindful that these things take time, okay? It takes time. If you use a manufacturing company, they have hundreds, maybe even thousands of clients that they have to get out products for. Same thing with me. I don't have thousands, but it's like I have a handful of people that are placing orders that I have to work on because everything is made to order. I don't have like things just sitting on the shelf. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste product and things like that if they're not going to like be flying off the shelf like that. So everything is made to order, but it could take a minute for me to make it and ship it to you because there's things that have to come in, there's things that have to be made, and then I have to ship it, which can take time as well. So that's just something you guys got to think about when you are formulating your own products. It could be a lot quicker, which is a pro, but long term, like, you got to think about it. Like, do you want to do that forever? Do you want to be the one in charge of making the products forever? Are you going to be comfortable enough to like hire people to start making the products on their own? As far as like making the products for your business, like, are you comfortable enough to hire people for that? Also, when it comes to product development, you also want to think about space. If you are a true butter babe, then I recently moved out of my studio, which was my space for my business. It was like 400, 500 square feet, nice, decent space. Even in there, it was already kind of like a little tight, just a little tight. Maybe I just need to reorganize things. But now I'm back at home formulating and things like that, and it's like so hard for me to like do that because going from a 400 square feet space to going to a corner in the kitchen is like crazy to me. Like, I don't know. It's just like, oh my God, like I just feel like boxed in. So that's something that you guys got to think about. You can they have like kitchen spaces that you can rent out and things like that. So those are things that you guys can think about when it comes to formulating, but that also will factor in to whether you formulate or if you use a manufacturer. If you don't have the space or the capacity or the money to really like make these products at home, but you want to have a skincare business, then use a manufacturer. There are some manufacturers where you invest a little money because you don't really need a big supply, but you can invest a little bit of money to get started. I've heard people say they use $500, maybe $1,000 to get started in their business as far as like developing products and getting the inventory for their business and everything like that. So these are just things to get, your brain going. We're going to talk more about product development. We're going to go more into depth. I'm going to be teaching you guys some things. So I'm excited about that. But like I said, you guys, if you guys are interested in wholesale, that would be available again. I'm rebranding, trying to do things better each year, just trying to figure out better ways to do things. But for the most part, you guys, if you guys are looking and ready to formulate, I have recipes, my personal recipes, that you guys can purchase. I'm going to run $100 sale. Okay. These are my personal recipes. I know sometimes people go to my website and they're like, oh my God, this is $350 for this recipe. Like, it's not that serious, but it is that serious, you guys. Because again, this is my personal recipe that has made me a lot of money. Number one. Two, the quality in the content that's in that course, nobody is doing it. Okay. Nobody is sitting down recording videos, demonstrations, and walking you through the whole thing of how to make body butters, especially with the technique that I use for my body butters. Okay. So definitely check out those recipes if you guys are interested. They are on sale right now for $100. That is my treat for you guys. But I have plenty of other treats for you guys in this series, but this will be the end of this video, and I will check you guys out in my next one. I love you guys so much. Peace.